right, hey everybody, it is rain day at our latest camping outing with the Kodiak Canvas Cabin Tent with Awning, and I figured this would be a pretty good chance to show you guys how the tent is reacting with rain and some wind here. As you can see here, we have a kind of a nasty day outside, and I'll just flip it around here, show you what we've got set up. There have been some changes to the setup. Minor setups when the rain started. It's been raining for about 6 hours or so, and it's supposed to stop in the next hour, and the wind's supposed to pick up. So this is a good chance to see how the cabin tent works in more inclement weather. So let's flip this around and show you how things are looking. So if you haven't considered getting the wall enclosures, we didn't put it up on this trip because, well, we knew what the weather was going to be, so we figured let's give this a try and see what it is, justify our decision to add on to it. And I gotta say though, while you are protected on the rain, the camping chair that's basically in the middle, because of the wind coming from ahead, it's getting a little bit wet, so we have to bring this in. So you couldn't necessarily sit underneath here on a windy day like today and not get a little bit wet. So we're gonna bring in, going in the inside and get the window down and take a look at stuff. Here, water was pooling in between these two gaps here. And luckily on the other side there's those couple tabs, run a couple guidelines, and that eased the problem entirely. It's going to be windy, the wind's going to come from this direction here. I put two guy lines at the front to keep the awning from shaking around, and I put the two here at the front. That's pretty much should do the trick. I don't foresee any other changes. It's been raining for about 6 hours. So how does the tent feel after, an inch of rain or so? Put your hand to it and you can feel dampness, but it's not like it's wet. Like, it's damp, right? But it's not wet. If you were to lean something against it, you obviously something will get a little damp, but it's not getting like wet. Well, it's not like leaning up against a rain jacket, right? All right, so touching the front wall here underneath the awning, it feels drier, but you can tell with the day of raining, it just feels, it feels a little damp. It's not dry, it's that kind of stuff. So that's not too bad. Let's check out the back wall here. And again, this is where the rain hasn't touched it at all. And it feels about the same as the front. Take a look at the floors here. Like I said, you can see a little discoloration here from the outside, but when you put your hand up against it, it just feels a little damp, but it's not wet. Let's check the corners. Looks pretty good. And here we are the next morning. Things didn't really dry out overnight. We didn't have as much wind as I originally thought, so we have a very thick dew on the tent and the awning. This is going to take a little while to dry out, which is one of the disadvantages of the canvas, but once the sun came out, we had about 2.5 hours of drying time. one side of the walls or the ceiling. You can wipe your hand. You can see, once I pull the hand around, you can see noticeable moisture as compared to the other side where it was dry, didn't have much in it. So overall, I've been really satisfied with how this Kodiak canvas performs in the rain. And I think getting the wall enclosures for the awning is essential. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll talk to you guys next time.